What's going on, guys? So welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, um, but I wanted to cover something with you guys today that I feel is really important that a lot of people kind of overlook. So right now, you see they've got new price still open. I was just repricing some of my inventory that's like long tail. So that's books with a higher seller ranking, maybe a lower E-score. Sometimes they get missed by my automatic repricer, so I go in manually and make sure that I can price them accurately. Check in next time for another video on new price specifically. But I want to talk to you guys today about account management. Something that's really important to me is making sure that my inventory planning or inventory performance index is at a higher level. You want to keep this at all times higher than 400. Reason with that is if it's under 400, you no longer have unlimited inventory storage. So keeping it over 500 or 550 really is an optimal space. I like to keep mine as close to 600 or more as possible. And the best way you do that is to keep two things in check. First of which is your stranded inventory. Second is your restock inventory. So I'm going to check your restock inventory first. I've got 3 books there. I'm going to load that up. And while it's loading, something I want to talk to you guys about here. The reason this is super important is these are books that when you list them, they sell pretty quickly or they're higher traffic books. They're books that Amazon recommends that you restock or replenish the quantity. Right now, they're recommending that I restock the quantity with at least one. Recommended ship date is the 4th. Today's the 3rd. So basically, they're saying as soon as you possibly can, get these books sent back into us so they can resell again. It says these 3 listings are currently out of stock. I don't really have a way of getting these 3 particular copies in stock at a regular basis. So I'm going to recommend that you guys go ahead and delete these listings if that's the same case for you. You'll see right here that this book here is going with a sale price of $183.71. What that means is that it's a pretty good book to have in inventory if you can get it. But since I don't have that quality book or that quantity of that book in my inventory, and I don't have a source that can regularly get them for me, I'm going to go ahead and delete that listing. Um, it's really important that you make sure that you get rid of these books if you're not able to sell them, because each day that you've got your listings open as though you have these that you can keep basically get from a source and restock your or replenish your inventory source is hurting your inventory performance index. And when it hurts it, it lowers, in my opinion, from what I've seen, lowers the likelihood that you're going to get the buy box. And I've noticed a decrease in sales when I have a lower IPI, and I've noticed an increase in sales the higher my IPI. So it's not just the amount of books you can store at Amazon, it's how well you're going to sell through those books. In just a moment, I'm going to show you on Amazon's website exactly what I mean by that, because there's a link to get to the site that Amazon gives you a couple of videos. They give you the specifics of what they're looking for to increase your IPI to better perform on their platform. They want high performance sellers. They want a lot of inventory to move as quickly as possible, especially from us third party sellers. You'll notice that they collect a referral fee, which is approximately 15% or so on your sales. And the more inventory we can sell as third party sellers, the more money that they make, which means that allows them to invest further into their infrastructure, so on and so forth. So it's very important that you keep your performance of your account at an all time high. So I'm going to show you real quick on how to go ahead and delete those. Real quick, you're just going to check the box over here. Um, Actually, you don't even have to check that box, because what you're going to do is you're going to double click here for the FN SKU or the ASIN, whichever one you prefer. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to hit Command C. On a Windows computer, that would be Control C. And then what you can do is you can go to Inventory, Manage Inventory, and then when that loads, you don't even have to click inactive or anything like that. You just click in the search bar, and I'm a Mac, so I'm going to Command V, and it's going to paste that FN SKU here. Again, it's Control V if you're a Windows computer. Basic shortcuts here. I'm going to hit enter to search, or you can hit the search button. It pulls up that specific SKU. Now, I don't need this SKU for anything, so I'm going to go over here where it says edit. I'm going to click these arrows for the additional options, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to delete product and listing. Now, I imagine you could easily just close the listing, I want to altogether remove this listing and close the product out. Now, what that does is it limits me from listing that particular book for 24 hours. But like I said, I don't anticipate myself getting it for 24 hours, so that's not going to be a big issue for me. If you've got like a source for textbooks that will allow you to get the book more often, you may want to opt for the close listing option. What this is going to do is most likely not restrict you for that 24-hour period to list it. So if you don't want to hold on to books that you've sourced, you like to list your books right away, which is the best practice possible. Fastest in, fastest out. Get your books into the inventory levels as fast as possible so they can sell through on Amazon. This is the option for you. In this case, like I said, the option for me is to delete the product and listing just because, like I said, I don't have an option to get that book on a regular basis. Pulls up this, are you sure? Says right here, 24 hours have passed, and then you can list it. So I'm going to hit OK. What that does is it tells me, hey, this won't take effect for 15 minutes. So that's officially been deleted out of the system. Now I've only got 2 left, and I can go ahead and do those real quick. So let me do that, and I'll be right back.